evening, everyone. We can start, right? So there are 93 participants till now. So Dakshin, shall we start?
Yes, we can start.
Okay. Hope everyone have settled in because what you're about to hear isn't your typical college success story. It's raw, it's real, and it's exactly the reality check we all need right now. We are super excited to have you all here, and we would also like to take a moment to extend a warm welcome to the ex president of CodeChef VIT Chennai, Akhilesh. It's always special to have the people who have shaped the club with us in the room. Welcome to Reality Check, a power pack session brought to you by CodeChef VIT Chennai in collaboration with PlaceXP. Now we all scroll past those LinkedIn placement posts, right? Wondering how did they get there? What do they actually do? And the big one, am I already too late? Well, today's session is your answers to all of that. Raw, honest, and straight from someone who's been in your shoes. And who better to walk us through it than someone who's been through it all? He is the former president of CodeChef VIT Chennai 2023 to 24, a full stack developer, a CP warrior, a mentor, and a builder in every sense. He started from scratch, launched his own freelancing company in first year, jumped into competitive programming in the second, built impactful projects and cracked 300 plus lead code questions in third, and finally secured a high impact role in fourth. Today, he's working at Futures First as a quant trader. Yes, the mysterious finance meets math meets big brain kind of job. And honestly, while going through this journey of him, there was this one thought that just wouldn't leave my mind. It was, man, why didn't I get a session like this in my first year? But hey, it's never too late to start and definitely not too early to get inspired. So now let's hear it straight from the one who's lived it all. Siddharth, the screen is yours.
Hello guys, am I audible?
Yes,
Hello,
Siddharth.
Yes, you're
I'm
audible.
visible. I'm visible also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so thank you guys and hello everyone. Thanks for inviting me here and special thanks to Dakshin and Anika for inviting me here. And then special thanks to you guys as well for taking the time to join the session. So first I will start up with my role in the current company and then we can start off with the session. So, yes, so currently I am working as a quant trader in one of the prop trading firm. It's currently leading the commodities and energies. Uh, so, what is a quant trader? What specifically that role means? So, there are two types of trading. What we usually do is point and click. For example, if you want to place an order, something specific like that, you use your mouse to place an order. But here at our company, we are basically making the whole coding algorithms just to do our execution stuff. So that's the whole point. And then what's this session about? This session is solely about what was my whole college life experience, what mistakes I did, and what mistakes I did. And I want that you guys learn from that mistake and you don't repeat that mistake. That's the main point. Because repeating that same mistake doesn't make any sense, right? And then all about what you guys should follow, that very basic and repetitive path which you can hear from all the YouTube videos that whenever you write that currently I am in second year, I have 2 years left, what path should I follow? There will be 100 videos which will be saying that you should follow these set of things and you will be easily getting a good job. So the same thing I am also going to tell, because that's the only path which you have to follow, because that's a very basic path which a person who is setting an on-campus placement should at least have in their resume so that he or she can land in a good job. Yeah, so can we start, Anika? Hello, your voice is not coming, Dakshin.
Yes, Siddharth, we can start.
Okay, great, great, guys. Hmm. So first, I will tell you guys about my journey, how my journey used to be when I was in first year, then second year, then third year, and fourth year. I will tell you a little bit fast. So when I came in the first year, so it was like I was totally confused because I just came to VIT by giving one exam, and that exam basically sets your mindset that yes, I was not able to clear that exam, and then I joined a college, and the same mindset you are basically. Let's start. So when I was in first year, so uh, I started off doing development. So how I started doing that, my sister is also doing BTech, also did BTech, and she guided me that you can just start off with development as it's very early phase, and you can just try out different things. So I started off doing development, and then in development there are many different streams you can just think about. You can either think about full stack development, either you can think about app development, or either you can think about a machine learning or something like that. So I started doing full stack development, and in full stack development, I just started off with basic MERN stack. I started building projects. I started with a basic YouTube course. I did all the concepts. I started making basic projects. And then the best part which I did is that I started joining companies and started doing startup work for free. So how I got the leads, how I got to know about the startups which are in requirement of a development or in a website. So I directly jumped to a website in which the newly registered startups of India used to come, and they registered about their own startup. So I used to ask them, I used to mail them that, hey, are you guys currently looking for a developer? And then they used to revert me back, and then they just help them in making their website ready. So from there, I started my journey, and then I just made myself more good in the development stuff. And then I did start by choosing a language, basic language in which I can start my journey, my DSA journey or my competitive journey. Then in second year, I started doing off little bit of competitive coding and stuff, CodeChef, Code Forces, and Lead Code stuff. And along with that, I was working on my own agency as well. We made that agency as a at a pretty good level that at our city or something we were at the top level, and we started getting more and more clients, but because of the market stagnation and all, I thought of just focusing more on college placements and all. Then in third year I started rigorously doing more coding and stuff. I started participating in more hackathons. I got the chance to lead the CodeChef chapter as well. So more and more events. Then I started asking more seniors about their journey and how to get placed in a good company. Then more about that if I want to build a more big startup, then what path should I follow? So basic thing. And then in fourth year, basic mentality was my basic mentality was just to apply for all the companies, and the only reason was that the crowd in VIT is so much that you have to be not choosy at any specific point. You just have to apply for the all the company which you think that is making any sense in your life, and then you have to just prepare for the company at your best. And then as this company roles excited me, and it's something which I liked, and it's unique from what all other people were doing. So I just applied for this company and got a chance. And then in like in after the some of the discussion that we'll do, then I can just tell you about the whole process which I did followed for joining this company. Yes, so let's start for the year specific thing which I prepared for you guys, that if you are in first year, second year, or third year, or fourth year, what specific thing you guys should follow in order to just make your whole college life more streamed and more better. Start, right? We can proceed.
Yes, bro.
Okay. Okay, so uh, first year, guys, a very basic thing. Whenever you guys join a college, um, there are many people who are at a stage that they joined the college, but they didn't wanted to join this college. They had some other plans. They wanted to join some better college, and they have regret, they have guilt, and just having that regret and guilt, they are making their whole first year just go away, and they're just thinking about that now how I will get placed, how I will get a good peer group and all and stuff. So it's not about the college you have joined, it's all about your mindset, because I have seen people from good colleges not getting placed, and I have seen people from our college with low CGPA getting placed in a good company. So it's not about college, it's all about your skills which matters. And if you think that mm, and that peer group in VIT is not good, it's not true, because you can find easily same-minded people like you in VIT as well. So what should a first year person should do? The basic thing which you guys should start off with, development, as I think that if you are in first year and if you start earning, that's the best part which you can do. So how you can start a development journey? There are major domains in development. Let's suppose there is either full stack development, either it's an app development, or either it's in machine learning. There is now a rising domain as well, that's blockchain. Either it be any other specific domain which you guys think can help you in your college life. So before jumping to all the specific domain, you should try out all the domains which you think you can try out, and then choose the domain which you think can help you and in which domain you can give your best shot, even if someone is not paying you for that job. Let's take my example. When I started doing the full stack development, in starting of my phase, I didn't even charge anything for any of the website I used to make. It's all because I just saw that part that I want to learn during this phase. I want to make my skills more better so that I can make things more better. So in the first year, it's all about finding the right skills, finding your right interest in which you can give your 100% and in which you can devote yourself even if someone is not ready to give the thing which you deserve. That's the only part which I will suggest you guys. And then, so basically in development, you can take some time. Let's suppose you can take 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, you can try whole different domains. You can just read the concepts. You can read the whole roadmap of that development part. You can read out that is this development part is helping me, is this thing can help me when I will go in further part of my career, and can I just give my 100% when I am just learning any of the concepts which are there in the whole process in whichever development part you are thinking that you can give your best. So let's suppose if I give the example of full stack development and the MERN stack thing. So there is whole front end, back end, then database. So if you think that you can, that you are having interest in designing and then making the whole thing and then using database to store the thing, and if you are having interest in Python, maths, and you can use machine learning. So something based on your own interest, you can choose the field, and that's the best thing which you can do in first year, because in first year mostly what people will do, they will directly ask all the seniors, and all the seniors will tell them that you guys can start off with web development, as the resources for web development is too much there in the YouTube or any of the other platforms, and you can learn all the skills very easily. So they what they suggest is that you can just start off with the web development and you can start making basic projects. And then people after doing this thing, they just think that yeah, now they can crack any companies. It doesn't mean like that. First year is all about choosing the best domain which you think, because after development, you have 2 to 3 years more to prepare for a placements. So instead of just start preparing for a placement from first year itself, you should start exploring more fields, and you should just start figuring it out that how you can use your skills at a right path to monetize it even. Just not keep it till the level of GitHub and all. You should start thinking about that how you can monetize your own skills. That what suggestion I want to give to you guys. And then after you think that you are at a decent stage of development, you guys can start off with uh, choosing a language. Means Python, either it be a Python, either it be Java, or either it be C++ or any other language which you think. My personal suggestion, if you guys wanted to start competitive programming, will be C++, as 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 it's faster than all other languages. And some of the companies even restrict Python to be like to restrict candidates to use Python during online assessment and all. So it's better if you choose something from C++ and Java. And my personal suggestion that if you guys wanted to do competitive programming and all, will be C++, as the execution time is more faster than any other language, and it's really good language if you're doing competitive programming. Then for learning development and learning language, what all resources you guys can use. So I will tell you that nowadays you don't even have to spend a single penny if you want to learn any of this development part or any of the language part, because everything is there on YouTube. If you want to learn full stack development, you can easily find a playlist with more than 100 videos and with good projects that can really help you to even start your journey as a freelancer, and to even get a good placements, and to even start as a developer as an intern in even first year at any startup. It's really having a good content. Let's take an example of Code with Harry. I also learned HTML, CSS, and all from him itself. So you can easily start following his videos, his playlist for development, and that's the same level you can find on any of the paid courses as well. Same goes for app development, same goes for machine learning. It's not about that some of the people I know, some of my juniors I might know, what they used to say that as on YouTube, it's free. And as it's free, I don't get the motivation. I procrastinate a lot because I don't find any kick in doing that. So, but when I spend money on any of the courses, it's a psychological effect that I sit and study for that. So it's really a bad excuse, I would say. But if you are having a good mindset, and if you think that you can devote, and if you are really learning the skill which you think that you want to start off with, there's literally an ocean of resources on YouTube from which you can easily start and be at a very good level. That's all I would suggest. And then about languages, you can also find very good playlist for C++, Java, and Python. Like I myself have learned C++ by Love Bubber. I will tell you my own thing. I used Love Bubber playlist for learning C++ and Striver for learning C++ and some of the concepts of advanced data structure as well. So you myself used YouTube as a resource for all of the things. There is no point of spending 30, 40,000 on a single development courses, and then as they will promise you guys that they will help you in getting good internship and all. That's really not true, because they will also help only the top 1% of the posts, they call the people who have joined that course. So it's better that you start off with basic development. Then now the point comes that I started my own freelancing journey. Then how you guys can start that? It's very, very easy. I used a platform named as Y Combinator. And at that platform, what you guys can do, you can easily go and find people who are in looking for a co-founder, who are looking for people with having the same mindset. They are sharing their startup knowledge. They are sharing their startup ideas. They are sharing their startup needs. And from there, like what I used, I will tell you guys that you guys can easily connect with those guys. You can start your own company as well. But it's not all about starting your own company. It's all about how you can sell anything. Let's suppose if I know how to sell my skills, I know how to convince anyone. It's easy for me to either convince a client or either be an interview. So it's better if you just think of it like that, either to start your own thing or either to join a company using your skill at a good level. And after using that skill, you can just make things better in that company. Just join them, work with them at an initial level, and make connections. Then you can just start thinking it off in a different way that yes, now I'm at a good level. I want to start my own freelancing journey. You guys can easily go and register in Upwork, Freelancer, all these websites. But most of these freelancing websites are at a good stagnation level, and you won't get easily a good leads and all, because most of them are occupied by Pakistanis. Like most of them are doing at a very, very cheap level. They are doing websites development at 2000 rupees, for which an Indian will charge easily 1 lakh or 2 lakh. So it's not easy for anyone to start off a freelancing journey at Upwork and Freelancer for now. You guys can go and connect with startups and LinkedIn, or you can just DM any of the startup owners. You can just, I will share all the document which I have prepared. You can go to the Startup India website in which newly startup register themselves. You can just email them. You can just ask them that currently are they need in any of the website or any of the app development part. You can just call them. You can ask them that currently are you looking for any other service, and then you can start off with the whole thing. That's what I would suggest, because when I started in the first year, I will tell you very honestly that I did the sales part, I did the marketing part, I did the designing part, I did the Google Ads thing, I did the development part, and from there I got to know that I have interest in the development part. So after trying out all the various domains, you can figure it out that in which domain you can give your best. Because when I started off sales thing, I got to know that it's very hard to convince anyone to sell your skill because most of them are always looking for a good work but at a very, very low price. So to know anyone, to sell them, to convince them that yes, that's all uh, what you require, this is what you require, and this is what I am giving you. And the thing which I am giving you is more than what you require at this price. So that person will easily get convinced that yes, the next person is giving me a valuable thing. So that's what I used to do. In first year, the same thing which I'm saying currently, I did the same thing and it's got pretty well, it got executed pretty well. But yeah, that's all I would say for the first years. Don't just think about development, learning more and more things. Enjoy your college life as well. As first year and second year is the only part of your college life in which you can enjoy your college life as well. And it's also very important as when you meet other people, when you talk to them, you really get to know more aspects of the life because currently you just came out of school in which mostly people are stuck at a specific mindset. But when you come to the college, you will really find people who are ready to give the whole day, whole year, studying 12 plus hours at a really low age. Let's suppose when you are in first year, you are at least of 19 or something, 18 or 19 years of age, and they are ready to work 10 to 12 hours and having a single goal in their life. So that's really important that you meet new people, you ask them, you take motivation from them. You just really need to discuss things with them, and then you can take ideas from everyone and then use your own mind that, yeah, this is what exciting me, and this is what I think I should do to make my first year as a good kickstart of my college life. Yeah, that's really the thing which I think that you guys should do for the first year, guys. Yeah, enjoying your college life is also very important, along with the whole stress that, first of all, don't even think that VIT will won't give you the chance to get placed. It will give you the chance to get placed. You just have to be really smart and you really have to be way ahead of people who are choosing, thinking that is this good or is this bad? Because 9 pointers are still didn't get placed in our college, but people with less than 8 CGPA even got placed in our college. It's just about that you have to be uh, let's suppose if you are applying for software development roles, many of the companies will come. So you don't have to think about the packages and all at the very early level because you are just starting your career. And VIT will give you chance that there are three brackets to be very precise. If you got a package more than 10 lakhs, VIT will allow you to sit for 2x companies. If you got a full-time role, if you got a full-time role, if which includes internship plus a full-time role, which is more than 10 lakhs, VIT will allow you to sit for 10 plus lakhs companies, which is 20 lakhs. Or if you got a 10 lakh or 11 lakhs, then it's 22, something like that. If it's 12, then it's 24, something like that. So after that 2x bracket only, the companies which are having packages more than that, then only you can apply for those companies. But if you're having a package offer of only internship, but it's a super dream internship, for example, you got an internship in which after conversion, the play package will be more than 10 lakhs. So you can only sit for companies who is offering full time at a 2x level. You can't sit for any company which is offering internship, first of all. You can't sit for any of the companies then which is offering internship. You can only sit for companies who is offering full-time role. Only after the college ends, you can join that company. And so basically, then for that full-time role, you can join the company which is having either 2x package or less than 10 lakh package if you have got a super dream internship. So that's the two thing. Then if you got a package which is less than 10 lakh, suppose you have got a package of 8 lakhs or something, then also you can sit for companies which is having package which comes under regular packages like Wipro, TCS, the companies which is offering 3, 4 lakhs. You can sit for those companies and then 2x of the companies. Let's suppose if you got 8 lakh package, you can sit for 16. So it's like VIT is creating multiple categories in order to get multiple offers so that you get the maximum chance of getting good offers and you get the good chance to get placed. I'm not praising VIT. I know that the crowd is very much and the opportunities are not as much as the crowd is there. So you really don't have to be choosy at that specific level. You really have to be quick. You really have to apply for all those companies which you think that this domain is really good. Don't just the only thing which you think about the domain which you're applying. If you're a computer science student, just don't apply for any of the companies if you don't have interest in core companies, let's suppose ECM or ECE company, just for getting placement. Because that is something that you're just doing in order to get placed, but after some time or some years or some months, you won't be having interest to just do work in that company. So it's better just to choose a company which is of your own domain and easily you will get all the opportunities and you can just have a good placement. Uh, in VIT during placements, yes, they VIT gets choosy in terms of CGPA and all. So CGPA is very important. Yeah, in VIT, it's very important to have a decent CGPA, not 9 plus and all. Having an 8 plus CGPA is a decent CGPA, I would say that. Then you can easily get a chance to apply for all the companies, but doesn't mean that you will be having your name in the short list. Because in our time, even the 9 pointers strength were more than 600, 700, I guess. So most of the list were most of the companies were allowing 8 pointers, but you can't expect your name in that list because they were only shortlisting the upper bracket, the upper 9 pointers, so that, and then you might get demotivated that, yeah, this company is allowed us, but it's all about VIT that VIT doesn't, what VIT do is that if the company is asking for 1,000 candidates, it will only give the name for the upper 1,000 candidate names, which are having good CGPA, and then this only gets valid for some of the companies as most of the companies will allow all the people to sit for the placements, which are having online assessment, which you can give from your room itself. So most the companies which are asking specific that the interview round for the company should be in the CDC office are only for only that companies CDC is having restrictions regarding CGP and stuff, but the companies which are having no such restrictions that all the candidates can just apply for all the people with having more than this CGPA bracket can apply for that company. VIT will allow all those people and you can give that exam from your own room itself. That's the only case I have seen. Along with that, if the company is saying that no, the online assessment round should be offline. So yes, because of the whole crowd strength, VIT is only allowing people with decent CGPA more than 8.5 or something to give the exam. That's a really true case. So yeah, that's all for the first years. Now let's shift to the second year people. So what second year people should do? To be very honest, if you're in first year and if you think, if you're in second year and you think that I missed the first year part, and I was not able to give my best shot when I was in first year. It doesn't create it doesn't create a lot, like a huge difference, I would say, because it's more about that how you are starting and keeping your whole uh, mindset during this period. So one of the quote which I like the most when I was preparing for the placements, my father used to say, when going gets tough, the tough gets going. It's just means very simple that when the whole path is very tough, the people only with a strong mindset just go in and follow that path, and other people with me weak mindset and just giving excuses that I can't do this shit and all, they just can't do the thing successfully, and just they give up at a very early stage. I will give you the example of my whole own office thing. I guess many interns from our office, from our college, joined that company, but the company, like many of them are like not able to meet the company's expectation because they are not trying. They are thinking that they can get things very easily, but things doesn't work out like that. You really have to work hard at every stage of your life, and just don't think about that. When I am second year, I was not able to do development. I was not able to do the language stuff and all. Just think about that. Okay, now I'm in second year. That's not an issue. From now onwards, how I can start? You have a time, but many of the people have started early, so they will be having edge. And to match their level, you really have to start working on it, and you really have to start give more time towards all the skills which you think that you want to acquire. And you can use the same um, thing which I told for the first years, that you should be good at development, master one programming language. And for the first years, even if you're in second year, this is the best time to start competitive programming. Why I'm saying it so? Because second year is the time where you will be having a lot of free time. Because in third year and fourth year, you will be busy in joining the internship placement, pre-placement talks. Companies will having pre-placement talks, and VIT will be having placement trainings and all. So it's better that you guys start working towards all the things by this year itself, because in third year you will be engaged with different things. So it's better that if you just start focusing on all the basic skill sets from the second year itself, because in third year you will be having time, but you will be engaged in different activities as well. Let's suppose in third year, I remember sixth semester, it was solely uh, placement training. Each, like after 2 to 3 days, we were having companies place pre-placement talks. All the companies which are coming for the placements and all, they used to have the pre-placement talks as and then the that training and all for the placements. TCS training, Wipro training, Super Dream companies training, and all these coding trainings and all. So you will be highly engaged during that period. In till fifth semester, you guys are having your time. Give your best shot till that time. And so what all things you guys can do till that time? So for example, if you're in second year, you guys can easily start off with a programming language. Think about the programming language which excites you, which you think that it's easy for you. You just don't need to ask anyone else. For me, it was C++. For you guys, it can be either Python or either it can be Java. So you can just try out all the languages, learn all the concepts. Python is not recommended by most of the people because some of the companies don't allow it for the online assessment round. But nowadays, like they have started joining it, they have started allowing it. So it's better that if you choose something from Java, C++, and if you are starting competitive programming journey, so I will tell you very honestly that people who are in third year ask me that whether they should start in second year as well. They ask me that whether they should start competitive programming or DSA. So competitive programming is a set, and the DSA is a subset of the competitive programming. So basically, if you are good at competitive programming, you will be way ahead of people who are just learning DSA. Because if you're good in competitive programming, you can solve questions on lead code. Because the online assessment rounds, which you will be having in um, fourth year, many companies will have it in a story format. It will be basic lead code questions only, but to arrive to the main question, that what that question wants you to do, you need to understand the whole language of that question. And if you're doing competitive programming, you are already used to that mindset because most of the question are in a story based format. So it's better if you can start with a competitive programming at a second year or at a very early stage, because your mindset of seeing a question will be very different from the people who are just doing lead code. Because in lead code, they directly ask what they expect from a problem. But in many companies, it's directly like lead code. But in many companies, it's more sort of that there will be a whole story-based question, and then you have to answer it by reading the whole question and all. So it's better that if you can. Hello. So it's better that if you can start off with doing competitive programming. So how you can just start off with computer programming, that's the really important part. To start off with computer programming, you should be very good at one language. So before starting computer programming, you should be at a good level of a CP. So at least you should know basic data structures, like for example, arrays and linked list and something kind of these stuff. So then you can start doing code forces and lead code and add coder and all, whatever platform CodeChef as well, whatever platform you think that suits you, you can just start figuring it out. So CP computer programming is more about problem solving. Lead code is made solely for interview preparation and placement preparation. But if you want to enjoy computer programming, it's better to practice on platforms like Codeforces, Coder, and CodeChef, something like that. Because I will tell you from my own experience, when I used to do computer programming, you have to write the whole syntax, basically from hashtag include IOStream till the end of the whole code. But when you do questions on lead code, it's basically the whole class. It's basically the whole function you have to do. Only the function stuff you have to do. So by writing the whole code, you will be more good. You will be having more deeper knowledge of that language. So it's better if you are at second year, you should start off with computer programming. But yeah, if you are thinking that you don't want to do coding at that deep level, you can start off with the lead code. And if you are starting with the lead code at this level itself, it's mostly if you are doing lead code, medium level question, 300, 400 most asked questions, it's more than enough for you to get placed at a good company, at a decent company at least. So it's not all about that you need to be a good code forces, you need to be, I would say, specialist or something, three-star, four-star coder, code chef. It doesn't really mean like that to be at a good company. Yeah, if you are applying for Google and Microsoft or something like that at top tier companies, then you have to be at the top 1% of the college. But if you're applying for normal level companies which are giving packages more than 10 lakhs and around something 14, 15 lakhs, and if you want to get placed at a decent level of package, if you're good in lead code, if you have solved the 300 questions that are most asked by the companies, uh, then you will be easily getting placed. So, how should you start learning the key concepts? So, I will tell you some very good resources. I will share you the whole document which I have prepared, which you can just check. I will be adding the links of the YouTube channel. So there is one channel named Love. That is like that the whole playlist is totally made for competitive programming. That's in Hindi, I guess. But that guy really started the whole computer programming thing. Like he started the concepts from arrays till the end of trees or something like that, and he like give the whole list of questions, code forces links, and CodeChef link in the description from which you can just practice the concepts which he taught. So that playlist I followed at the initial level to just get a good grip in the questions of CodeChef or code forces. And there is one platform named as TLE Eliminator. I joined that course. That course like when I was in second year, that I joined that course, that is TLE Eliminator, that is by one of the um, one of the alumni of Triple IT Delhi. So it's a very good course, I would say, if you want to start off your journey in code forces or something in computer programming. So there are four levels in that course. You can join it according to your level. So I joined that course when I was in second year, TLE Eliminator and level one course for my basic understanding to make my foundation, and that really helped me to start off with. So the only loop in which most of the people get stuck is they will start off doing coding. They will do basics, for loop, while loop, they will do arrays, and then they will start off with doing a linked list, and then suddenly the exams of VIT will come. Then again they will have a month pause, and then they will again think about that let's start off with revising all the concepts again, and then cat 2 will come, then again then fat will come, and then the summer break or winter break, something like that. So the only first stage which you have to think, if you have cleared that stage, then you can easily be like, you just can thank, or you can be at, you can just think of that you are a good level. When you reach the recursion or backtracking concept, you can easily say that yes, now you are at good level. So because the first stage of the coding is to be at a level which is recursion and backtracking, because from there the real coding life or coding journey starts. Because before that all the things are basic foundation, and when you will start doing questions regarding recursion or backtracking, you will be having a good knowledge of the basics of the coding, and then you will be having challenges during solving any of the questions on any of the platform. So the first level which you think that you should reach is recursion and backtracking. Then you have to start off with the basic advanced data structure like linked list, graphs, trees, tries, and yeah, that's a dynamic programming that's really interesting. So these are the most important, most interesting, and the, I would say, the heart of the programming, I would say, because before that it's all basic foundation. The real coding starts from recursion, and to just reach at that level you really need a good dedication, you really need a good mindset, and you really need a hard work. You really need to work daily, consistently. Even if you're having exams, you should wake up early. You should solve one question on another platform which you like. You should give contest. You should daily. I guess in CodeChef, it's each Friday. They have their contest. You should have your whole calendar ready with all the contests which are there. You can give art coders contest and code forces contest. They are really good level contest, and from there you can just which will really excites you to start a journey. You can start learning the concepts from Striver. Striver is really good, even if it's for placements, even if it's for computer programming, because that person is teaching at a very good level. Let's suppose if there is a problem in array. So this person named Striver, what he will do is he will start that problem from a very basic step, that is brute force. Okay. So what is brute force? In at a level where you don't think about time complexity and space complexity. Means Let's take any very basic example that if you want to make any pattern, either you can just start off with a for loop or something. So you are not thinking about that what the space and time complexity will look like if I will be solving this question. But then the optimal approach and then the best approach is here. So basically, in each level, he will try to make the time complexity and space complexity more better from on square to on to log n. So something like that. So basically, a same question which you're doing from loop or something, you can do it using binary search, you can do it using linked list or something like that. So it's all about your own basic knowledge, your own understanding of a specific data structure, because the same question can be done by using different data structure and different knowledge, and you can easily because when I was preparing for one of the company, I remember that he asked me very basic question, but he asked me that how you will do solve this question. He gave me a question that yeah, suppose there is an array or there is an whole array of numbers. If you want to find a specific number, what approach will you follow at a very initial level? So I gave him the example of for loop, that I can directly use a for loop, and if I find that number, which number you have asked for, I can directly say that yes, this is the number which you were asked for. Then the second level, that optimal level, what you can do, then the most advanced, like the best approach which I think I can follow. So same way, all the interviews will expect that you guys give the answer in the same way, even if they are not asking you guys that tell me the answer for this question. Let's suppose if someone asked you that this is the coding question, give me the answer. So you should start off with brute force, because if you will start off with the brute force, you can write it that uh, yeah, this is the problem. This problem I have solved it using O of n square time complexity, and then there is one better approach because which we can follow to reduce the time complexity. Because in software companies, let's suppose I will give you the example of my own profile. We really have to make a faster coding algorithms, because we have to fight with other HFT, like other firms which are doing at the same level. So our algorithm should be more faster than other firms so that we can get the fills more faster. So how can we do that? By reducing the complexity of the whole code. That's a more so basically the whole mindset of the company is same thing, that they want the engineers who can solve the problems at a very less time complexity and same complex space complexity. So yeah, that's all I will suggest you guys who are in second years, that you can start off with your CP journey. You can start off with the whole flow. So basic flow, I will tell you that you have to start with loops, you have to start with normal variables, data types, then you have to start with arrays, then you have to start with linked list, then you have to try with advanced data structures. Before that, you have to be very good at recursion backtracking, because recursion and backtracking will be used in, if you don't know recursion, you won't be knowing dynamic programming. That's very straight. You have to be very good at recursion and backtracking, then only you can be doing good at all the other advanced data structure. So making the basic foundation, it's very important. So there is a platform which I followed. I have already told you guys about that. If you want to start a journey, either you can just follow for competitive coding. To be very honest, content content is not that much on YouTube. There is a YouTube channel named Love. I have already told you guys about that. That guy is having the whole playlist ready. But to have a more better understanding, to have a more better peer group, I think I followed that TLE Eliminator guy, whole course. That's in English, which you guys can follow. So you can have a whole community of good CP programmers, whole planned journey, whole planned um, I would say topics which you guys can follow and be at a good level. So that's what I will suggest. Striver, Apna College, Love Babbar, these channels are very good if you are just preparing for college placements. That's at most the only thing which you guys have to follow. If you are thinking that's the only aim that you guys are preparing for college placement, then you don't even have to think about anything else. You guys can just directly go and watch Strivers channel, and you can directly follow Striver's A to Z sheet. There are something 300, 400 problems. You can directly solve problems, just start picking from the first problem, and that's the only thing which you have to follow, and you will be easily getting a good company. You will easily getting a good placement. That's the only thing which you require. But if you think that you want to start a computer programming journey, then I think that you should uh, give your best in the because if you are good in computer programming, you will be doing the online assessments by your own, because if the online assessment is there in CDC, and if to be very honest, in CDC you can't really cheat because you have to follow all the norms, and if they find out that you are doing cheating, they will be blacklisting you from the whole college placements. So just be very uh, they are very strict about all their norms. Just follow all the things. Be at time at any pre-placement talk. Don't skip any talk. Don't skip any of the online assessment. Even if you have exams, they will give you the recat, refat, anything. I will tell you that CDC is having the more power in the whole VIT, any of the department. So don't worry about anything. If you're having any of the online assessment, just go and give, ask them, mail them that I have this exam. If they're saying that give your exam, don't come for the online assessment and give your exam. But if they are saying that you have to appear for this exam at any cost, then you have to go and give the exam, because VIT itself want that they have a good number of placed student, so they will help you at all the cost. So don't worry about that thing. Just follow all the norms which is given by the VIT, follow all the rules which are given, be well dressed, follow that formal wear and all, everything. It's mandatory, it's necessary. Third year guys, you have to be carrying all the formal shoes because the training will be getting started. I don't know, for our time or for our batch it was sixth semester. This time I don't know either it's get changed or not. So yeah, be ready, be prepared for that. And uh, that's the only thing. Be at a good book, I would say, of CDC. Be at a good book. Don't take a chance of getting blacklisted, because that is the bad thing, I would say, because companies are coming at an early stage, and my friends are getting blacklisted just by some of the basic mistake, which is not meant, like, which is just very basic mistake. But CDC is just blacklisting people without any major reason, because they want that the crowd is just getting removed by just doing all this stuff. So just don't do anything which you think that can harm your whole placement season. That's what all I can suggest. So if you're in second year and if you're thinking that how I can um, make my second year more valuable, more enriched with good experiences. So in second year in VIT, like, I will say no company will come for on-campus internship and all, but off-campus internship opportunities will be there. A lot of the companies will be hiring second years during that phase. These are like the very bit of the companies which I have showed in the PPT, but in the whole document, I have more than 30, 40 companies in the whole program. Let's suppose the Uber C++ for females, then the Microsoft Engage, then the Amazon ML, Flipkart Runway, Walmart Coders, all the hackathons and all the coding competitions are there for just for the second years and third years, which you guys can totally participate, and you will be getting a good chance to get placed to get a good internship. And if you do good there, you will be getting PPO. If you're in second year, you will be getting a chance for a third year summer intern as well. So Microsoft Engage was a very good program. I know some of our seniors as well, my seniors, which got um placed using Microsoft Engage. So basically, you have to be good at development part and all. So you can use mm, some. So how you will be knowing about all these upcoming hackathons and upcoming programs. So there are many YouTube channel which keep on posting about all the upcoming challenges and upcoming uh, openings, upcoming hackathons and all stuffs. There is one guy named as Arsh Goel, ARSH Goel. You can search it on YouTube. I will share a whole all the links in the document and I will share it with you guys. So basically that guy and many of the Telegram channels which kept on posting daily all the internship opportunities, all the programs, all the research opportunities for all the year guys, which you guys can just follow them and you will be easily getting updated. So there are many Telegram channel, there are many YouTube channel, there are many WhatsApp channels as well, which I have myself joined. I will be sharing you guys a link. You guys can join that and you guys will be easily updated with all the opportunities which are there because you guys can't predict the timing because the timings are getting changed the timing all the year they change their timelines, so you should rely on some resources to just get updated with all the timelines of all these opportunities which you might get. So there are many channels on all across the platform, either it's on YouTube, either it's on WhatsApp, either it's on Telegram. I will be sharing all the links. You guys can join all that stuff. You guys can be easily updated with all the opportunities which are there. So, and from there you can just apply for all the companies and yes, so that's how you can uh, start your if you are getting an internship in second year. I must say that you should feel proud of yourself because getting an internship in second year is really, really tough. But people from your batch, people from all over the India, from some good colleges will get a good internship because there are many programs which are totally meant for second years. And as in second year, companies think that yes, we can't expect more from a second year guy. So it will be a very good edge for you guys to just land in a very good internship or something like that. And for females, yes, I know that it's something there is, I would say it's partial, but yes, for females, I must say that you will get a lot of opportunities in second year. Many of the companies will only come off campus only for female hirings, only for females and all something like that. So you will be getting a lot of opportunities and you will be easily getting a chance to be at a very good companies um, to get the internship and all. And hackathons, I will highly suggest because hackathons will won't only help you to make your development part strong, will help you to make your own resume more strong. That you participated in hackathon, you won that hackathon, for example. So you can easily write that I participated in that hackathon and I got a good place. Let's suppose I got second place, I got first place in that hackathon, and that part will really make your resume more strong. So participating in hackathon, winning that hackathon, and the project which you made that will help in three ways. First, you will be talking with your peers, connections, resume building. Third, that the certificate which you got after winning that, and the project which you made will be there in your project section in your resume, and you don't have to work more hard about thinking about more projects for a resume. That's the best part which I think of joining hackathons and all stuff. So everything has their own positive side, and that the more you are hardworking in your initial phase of your college life, the more you will feel relaxed during the later part of your college life. So if you are in first year, second year, third year, and if you're working more harder, you are giving your best shot, then I can bet it to you guys that you will be having a smooth fourth year, smooth placement, and then you don't even have to work hard towards figuring it out what all projects I have to make. You just have to practice, you just have to revise your DSA knowledge, you just have to be prepared with all the type of question that an interviewer can ask by reading your about your projects, basic core subjects that I will be telling you after this. all the core subjects and what all things should you prepare. And then that's the only thing which is required to be at a good level or good stage. That's for second years, guys. Second year is like the best year, I would say, for me as well. I started my CP journey. I started working off with many of the people. I started working with many of the startups. It was a very good stage of my life as well, because I don't know how, but I realized that this year, from this year, I think that I have to start working hard to be at a good level and to be at a decent level when my college gets in. So it feels very good when you are in college. I am still in college. It's not something that you should flex, but you are currently in eighth semester and then you get a placement. I'm just telling in general, and you got an offer with internship. You will start earning and you will feel very proud of yourself that you are still in college, but you started earning, and now you can start do the stuff which which you think that were restricting you because you were not earning or something like that at a good level, good tone, I am saying, not at a bad level. So that's something which I think is very important. And the mindset, I will say, second year, the person I was in second year was the mindset I was having was really important. I started waking up early because in second year the college curriculum in VIT is very much strict. You have like the labs and all. Even if you're having a decent CGP, you still have to go for classes and labs and all stuff. Because I think that getting a good CGP in VIT is not that hard. If you're joining, if you're going for the classes, just be little bit of attentive in classes. And if you're preparing for all the cards and stuff 2 to 3 weeks back, and for fat also the same 3 to 4 weeks, that's more than enough in order to get a good CGP for any of the exam. For cat, you only need 2 weeks or something like that. For fat, 3 weeks or something. And that's the only time which you guys need in order to get a good CGP. Other than that, whatever time you are having, that should be totally focused on your coding and development or any other skill which you think. When I was in second year, at some part of second year, I got little bit confused that now what should I do? Should I focus more about my startup journey, or should I focus more about my DSA journey, CP journey? So I managed whole stuff. I managed doing I used to give contest and all stuff in morning, like my whole code forces and all. I used to give in morning. I used to solve problem in morning. I and to be like I don't know it's a good practice or not, but I used to write problems of code forces in my notebook, and I used to sit in back benches of the classes, and I used to solve that problems. It's what I used to do till fourth year. I used to do this. In fourth year, I remember that during placements and stuff, I used to like I what I used to do. I used to study whole core subject. Let's suppose I studied object-oriented programming. I used to go in any in classes like if in I have to attend any of the classes, but in between there is a class which I don't think require that much attention. I used to sit in backbench or something like that, and I used to revise whole oops concept by writing my own and revising all the concepts. That's what I followed, and I will suggest you guys to follow the same. In second year, I used to solve code force and CodeChef problems by having the screenshot on my phone, or by writing all the problems, or by writing any problem which I got stuck, and I just want to solve that problem by my own. And I really got the solution for all the problems, like almost all, when I was sitting in the class. So you guys can do the same if you think that you can get a good CGPA by studying 2 to 3 weeks back before the exam. But if you think that you require more time, then you can be attentive in the class. It's all depends on your mind. All on like it depends on all the person you are and how much level you want yourself to devote. That's all I will say. The It's not more about the opportunities It's not more about the right uh, time. It's more about the mindset you guys are having, because you will be seeing your peers getting placed, you will be seeing your peers getting good internship. So they have followed the same journey, but you guys must have lagged somewhere. That's why you are not able to do something at that level. So just avoid doing that stuff and be very much focused at your year level and just follow the basic path which you think will be best for you. So for second years, that's the only thing what I will suggest, and the only thing which I think that you guys should follow to be at a good and decent level. Yeah, so resume and all stuff. I think that in second years, while applying for opportunities, let's suppose for any of the off-campus opportunities, you should be very good. You should be having a decent resume. Be like LinkedIn is very important at early stage of your college life, because you should build connections, you should build your profile in LinkedIn, and you should start sharing your connection, sharing some of your experiences. You should start creating your online presence, and it will really help you guys to keep you guys updated from all the online opportunities, and it will help you guys to have good connections with some of the good people from good companies. So while applying off campus, you guys need referral. So if you are having good connections, you will be easily getting referrals from good uh, good for people who are working at good companies. Let's suppose you are applying for any of the Microsoft, for example. So if you are having a referral, so if you are having referral, you can you will be having a good fair chance of getting shortlisted for interview and all stuff. So LinkedIn is the only platform which will be helping you guys for that thing. So it's better if you guys can do all that stuff, build your connections, start messaging guys that hey, I'm currently in this. What helped you to get placed in this company, something like that, and make your GitHub updated with all the projects which you have made in second year, all the hackathons you participated. Just push that a whole project in the GitHub as well. That's all I would suggest for the second years. Yeah, that's all. For the third years. Third year, mostly what people do is people start panicking the third year. But it's not about panicking. It's more about that, yeah, some people might think that it's third year and I wasted my 2 years of my college life. But it's really not the case. In third year, even if you're giving a best shot, if you're giving your best, you will be easily getting placed. In third year, most of the people ask me, should I start with computer programming or should I start with data structures? It's t- till till at this level, I will suggest that it depends on your it depends on your interest. Third year is also not late. I would say that to start off with computer programming or any other stuff. It's more about that your interest is in which field. So computer programming is more about um, story-based problem. Some of people find it interesting, some of people might not find interest in solving CP problems and all. So if you think that you should just start off with lead code and your only place goal is placements, so in third year, the only path you have to follow is DSA, development, core subjects. DSA is the case, development is the case, and the core subject is the case. So DSA, it's about data structures and algorithms. So what you should do while you are solving DSA. So in DSA, you should be having a good knowledge about all the concepts first of all. Then you have to solve strivers or any of the sheet which you think will be good for you guys. I followed Striver SDE sheet, A to Z sheet, A to Z sheet, which is having all 300 to 400 problems, and which is like really good if you guys are in third year, and it will be helping you guys just to revise and prepare for all the concepts which are there in which most of the companies will ask during placements. So you should start off with the very basic concepts. For example, if I am starting my journey in third year right now, I will be starting off with the first level. It's the basic foundation of DSA, loop, pattern printing, arrays, and all stuff. Then I will practice problems on GFG and basic uh, questions on lead code on arrays. Then I will move to advanced array, 2D array questions. Then I will move to linked list. Then I will move to trees, graphs, dynamic programming, tries. So that is the level I should follow. So for that, what I followed is the whole channel of Striver. He's having the best resources for advanced data structure or either for the basic data structures. So I followed that channel. I followed the same sheet which I'm recommending you guys. It's the only resource which you think you might need. That's the only resource which you should have in order to get placed in at a good company. So be very good at each of the concepts it's there is in the DSA, and then you can try out core subjects. So in core subjects, there is operating system, there is computer networks, and then there is OOPS, and then there is database. So all these four subjects are there in the your course. Even in VIT, you will be having these courses. So be during this part, be very focused. Like you will be having these courses in your uh, college curriculum as well. So be focused during that part, be attentive in the classes, and as these questions will be asked by the interviewers during interview, so be prepared like with all the interview level questions. You can directly write operating system, most asked interview level questions. You will get the list of the questions. Just prepare that question, be good with all the concepts, and that's the only thing which is required for preparing core subjects. Core subject is very important if you're sitting for software roles. DSA is very important, and having a decent DSA level project, development level projects is very important. So, um, what all things that you should uh, projects I think that you should have is what I did. I will tell you about myself as well. I made 2 to 3 development projects, 2 to 3 DSA level projects, and 1 to 2 group level projects I had. So basically, in development projects, you can have projects related to your skills. Either it can be app development, either it can be machine learning, or either it can be full stack development. You can have a project. It should not be repetitive. It should not be copied from any of the GitHub repo. It should be solely unique. Even if you're copying any of the GitHub repo, it should have a differentiator between that. For example, let's suppose I have made a project which is something named as URL shortener. So URL shortener is a project which you can easily find any of the GitHub repo. Basically, I'm taking a long URL, I'm converting that into a short URL, I'm giving and then that short URL you can use it anywhere across the globe, and you can access the same website which was there in the long URL. But doing that same stuff differently will make my project unique. So how I did that? I used Amazon database, which is DynamoDB, to store my long URLs and to remember and just to make sure that while any short long URL is coming, and when I'm writing and that long URL will be getting stored in my data structure with a key, which is will be my short URL. And whenever I'm searching that short URL, that short URL will again come in my database and will be checking that what long URL is connected with that short URL, and then it will be searching that long URL. So basically, that's a key differentiator which made my project different from other people who did the same project. So it's the only thing which you have to follow, that you have to do that same project differently, because yeah, it's difficult to think about the idea to implement that, and to make the whole code by yourself. So you can get the idea, but there should be a key differentiator when you are making any of the project. Then there should be a DSA level project using any DSA knowledge, any of the algorithm, Dijkstra algorithm, or any of the algorithm which you think will be better, using that knowledge to make any of the project. And then you can even you should have a group level project which you can, whenever we are participating in a hackathon, that will be the best edge. You will be having a good group level project, so you guys can make it at a good level, group level projects. Basically, that will help the company to know that you are having teamwork capabilities, that you can easily do a project which is at a team level. So that's a very important, I would say. So basically, you should have a project which is having a unique, I would say, um, I made another project. I will tell you guys my own Node.js library. I would suggest that you can download directly, install it, and start using that thing. So something different which you guys can think of, and it can be repetitive. Let's suppose if there is an machine learning project, and if you are taking an idea from any of the GitHub repo or any from the YouTube, you should learn about that whole idea about that project, and then what different, or how you can do that project even differently. So that's the only thing which will make you different, which will be differentiating you guys from other rest of the crowds which is sitting for the placements. Yeah, that's all I would suggest. Fourth year, that's the really important. I will say that final stage, the final stage of the game, the college year, and the important part, the part for which you guys were waiting for, like you guys were preparing for the whole 3 years, you were giving your best, and then you guys came to the fourth year, and now what you guys should do to get a good placement. So, what I will tell you guys, the summer breaks before the fourth year, the summer break before the fourth year is very important, because that break will decide the whole momentum, the whole flow of your placements. That break, you should not waste time. At that break, you should really work hard. You should focus on the striver SDE sheet. Now you have to shift from A to Z sheet to SDE sheet, because in that sheet you will be having the most asked problems which are there for the placements. So how you guys can prepare for that? So you can just directly go and search drivers SDE sheet. You can start trying out from the first problem. If you are not able to understand that problem, you can click on the YouTube link which is next to that. You can watch that video, uh, watch all the parts, like how it can be done in brute force, optimal, and the best approach which is there in the video. Try it out again by yourself. Do weekly revision, daily revision, monthly revision. Revision is very important at any stage. That's the only thing. Make a whole notebook, separate notebook, revise it in your college classes, free time, morning. Do all the like revision is very important. Solving 300, 400 problems is really not the best thing I would suggest. Solving 100 problems, but you are really, even if I like wake you at early in the morning, but I am asking you to solve that problem, you should do that problem. That's the level of dedication you should need whenever you are solving any problem. You just don't need to solve thousands of problems on lead code to get placed at a good decent company. You just need to solve the most asked problems which are asked by all of the companies, because there is a repetitive trend of questions which are asked by the interviewers to judge a candidate. So that's the only thing which I will suggest. Just you should follow Shriver's SDE sheet, and you can just do all the questions which are there, and make a separate notebook, solve that question again, do revision, and that's the only thing you should start doing from the breaks you're having before the fourth year. And in the fourth year, the whole fourth year, like the first some 1 to 2 months, if you are still applying for the company and still learning, you should do this process. You should follow the process. Then for the core subjects, what you guys can do, you can follow the one shot videos which I did. You should write on YouTube, oops, one shot. There is Apna College or some of the other videos which you can easily get for all the core subjects. Watch that video, revise that, be good at interview level questions which are asked. You can write most as you can write oops interview level questions. You will be getting the GFG interview bit, all the websites. You can go and read all the questions, and then that is the only thing which you have to prepare for getting placed at a good company. Then you should be very good with the projects you have made. You should be totally in depth. You should be having in-depth knowledge of the projects you have made. You should be very ready that why you have made this project, how it will be helping, how it is different, and how what tech stack you have used. You should be ready with all the questions which interviewer can ask, and you think that a question can be made out from the projects you have made. That's the only thing which you have to think. Then I will tell you now, it's the best time that I can tell you guys that what levels I had for my company, what's the basic levels all the companies will be having. So CDC will be having a portal. You will be applying to that portal. Then the name for the shortlist candidates will be coming for the online assessment round. Online assessment is solely based on the data structures part. It's depending on the companies which for which you are applying. Some of the companies will be having the projects round. Suppose there is a startup and they want full stack developer, app developer, machine learning, something Python developer, something like that. So they will be giving you projects as a assignment. Then from that assignment, they will shortlist the candidates for the directly for the interview. But normally for software developer role, SDE roles, there will be an online assessment round. In that online assessment round, you will be having you will be having 2 to 3 questions, one medium, easy level question, one medium, one hard level questions, and one easy or two easy level questions, which you will be having an online assessment for most of the companies. After clearing that round, you will be having interview. And then for that interview, you will be having basic project discussions, basic DSA level questions. That binary search is most favorite topic for the interviewers. Binary search, linked list, arrays. Most of the interviews will avoid DP, array, graph, and trees. But if you're setting for good love companies which are giving good packages, they might ask. But the most asked questions you can easily get it from the Strivers HDE sheet. Follow all those questions, do in depth, and yes, you will be at a very good level. For code subjects, you can read all, you can just listen all the one shots. You can read all the most asked interview level questions for the core subjects, and that's all the only thing which you need during for the preparation of the core subjects, and that's the only thing I will suggest. And for development also, for the projects you have made, you should be having a fine understanding of all the projects you have made. You should be ready with all the answers that the interviewer might ask regarding your project. That's and HR round. The next round is HR round after the interview. And most of my friends got rejected at HR round because they don't take this round seriously. But HR is having the most power when it comes to the HR round. So they will ask you, it's mostly a behavioral round. They will ask you about yourself. They will ask you about your interest. They will give you situation-based questions. They will ask you that why you want to join the company, what's your mindset. They will judge your mindset. Are you the best fit? So please be prepared with the HR rounds. How I did that, I will tell you very honest how I prepared. I had two HR round for my company, not a single round. I had two HR rounds for my company, and one HR round, the last HR round I had with the manager of my company, the head of my company. So yeah, it was a really good discussion with them. So how I prepared? I prepared like a whole document of by myself that what level of questions that company can ask. I shared it with my sister. I asked her just to ask me all the questions repeatedly. I just started practicing for that round. So it's just HR round is very important in order to get selected, because in DSC you don't have to speak a lot. You can't do mistake, because if you know DSC you can clear that round. But in HR round it's all the mistake what you can do is if you said a single line which is conflicting the mindset of the company or the whole thing about the company, they will directly reject you without even thinking about a single thing or single word. They will directly reject you. But if you are saying all the things which are in the favor of the company, you're maximizing your chance for in order to get selected. So from now, my whole thing I will tell you guys, the first round for my company was totally maths and logical ability questions. They asked me maths questions, and in some minutes, I would say, they asked us to do 30 questions of maths. And they gave us like very less time. I would suggest like very less time, less than 5 minutes or something. And they asked us to do 30 questions of maths. And then from all the from all the students of VIT, some 30 to 40 students got shortlisted for the branch which I am currently in. It's Delhi Gurgaon branch. And then for that Gurgaon branch, then we have a general discussion, GD, group discussion round, in which we had the company's top level seniors asking on the spot a fastest fingerprint first kind of questions. It was regarding maths, like normal fast calculation maths, logical ability, and mental ability questions, which they asked us during the group discussion round. Then we had interview in which they asked us the basic DSA, and then the because in our company we are using C++ to make our algorithms and stuff. So what all what all um, he asked me about the knowledge regarding C++, and then after this interview, I had two HR rounds in which they totally judged my perspective. They judged my whole mindset that whether I'm a best fit for this company. And then we had the result in the next day of the last HR round. So HR round is very important. The way you convince them that you are a very perfect fit for the company. So this skill you will get by talking with most of the companies, applying most of the companies, talking with seniors, talking with startup owners, talking with the firm owners, and just asking them, giving a service, just applying in the random companies to enhance your skill. These all the small things will help you during the final placements journey, and that's all I will suggest for the 4th years. For if any company is coming for dev roles, they will ask, they will just check the project section. It doesn't specifically means that you should having a specific project. It either it's a full stack app or machine learning project. It can be either of them, but it should be a good project. So how you can be a good like how you can stand out from the crowd, the whole, let's suppose in our batch either I guess 3 to 5 to 6,000 of people start for the placement, and only if I remove the TCS and all the packages from these companies, very less people, I guess 1 2,000 people only got good packages, or something less than that, I would say. So why the number is so less? Because the company which were coming, the number was, first of all, the number was less, and the company which were coming, they were expecting a good knowledge from the people of VIT, as VIT is having a good reputation in the software field, but the people were not able to match the expectations of the college. So that's a very important thing I will suggest, that before sitting for any of the company interview, let's suppose when I sat for my own company, you should know about the company. You should know about the whole interview process. How you can know, how could you know about that? You could directly search about the interview experience for that company. You can easily get GFG. In GFG, you can get all the company's interview experiences, and you can directly read that interview experiences, and you can plan for that company accordingly. Let's suppose if I sat for the futures first, I just wrote that interview experiences regarding futures first, and then I just read the whole sat of like whole process, and I just worked for that company accordingly. So it will be giving you a better edge. That's what I will suggest. And about projects, should be very impactful, and it should be little bit should have unique factor, key factor, which will differentiate you from the other crowd. That's the same thing which I'm repeating. So choosing the right project, I just do 2 to 3 projects, but it should be a really good projects. One group project is very, very good. If you're having it, you will be having a really good edge. Joining club, technical clubs, having at a good position, that helped me. And I'm really saying that that really helped me when I gave the interview, because they will directly get a good fair idea about the candidate which is sitting for the interview, and research about the company before you're applying, because you should be ahead of the crowd which is not doing this stuff, and you will be having a good edge. So that's all from my side. You really, I will tell you that that was my third interview which I gave, and I got selected. And I prepared. I really wanted to get selected on the second interview which I gave. That was a good company, and that is near to my home. That is just 10 minutes far away, and was having a good CGPA. But when I just got to know that many of the interns, like almost all of the interns of that company, they are not converting them because they are not having the requirement. So I will tell you that there is a place of destiny and luck in your whole preparation and in your whole journey. So just you can only do what you can do is you can only do your part. The what part you can do is the only thing you can do is work hard, give your best, utilize all the time which you think that you can utilize at all the levels of college life, and rest, just leave it, and rest, your destiny, your luck will do the part, and whatever company you will be getting placed will be the best for you at that time, and after that you can work more hard. If you think that this company is not best for you, just switch it to other companies. That's then just joining a company, just starting your career is the only initial level. If you are getting a chance to join a company, then after that, you will be getting the opportunity to like you will be having a good connections after that, and then you will be getting a fair chance to switch to other companies as well. That's the different story. But for now, you should be focusing more towards that at whichever year you are, should be giving your best shot. That's the really important thing, and you should be focused and enjoy your college life as well, because you should not only think about study and think about your placement and feel down. College is more about experiences. Enjoy with your friends, enjoy all the things which you can do. I know VIT is not good place to enjoy because of the stuff or because of all the strictness and all. But yes, you can enjoy the little bit of all the things which you think this will be the best for you. And consistency is very important at an early stage. If you are doing things consistently, you will be getting a good offer at the end of the placements. And CGPA focus on that part as well. But having a good CGPA will never define that you will be having a good placements. CGPA plus skills plus your intention plus your ability to give the best for that company will be making you sure that you will be getting good placed at a good company. Yep, that's all from my side. Thank you guys for hearing me for such a long time. I hope I didn't make you guys bored. And it's all from my side. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to speak, and give your best, give the best shot, work hard, and enjoy the thing, enjoy every part of your life. And you will be getting plenty of opportunities. I will be sharing the doc with you guys. You can utilize every year, and there is no such thing of that you are late in the journey. There is no such thing like that. Yeah, if you're in fourth year and then you're asking me that I haven't started TS and all stuff, then I can say it's currently not the right time. But I can give you the example, rare of rarest, the people who started in fourth year and got placed, but they got placed at very last. Like you can't expect to be getting placed at starting months. You will be getting placed, but people who are starting in fourth year also got placed. So if you're starting early, you will be having chance to get placed at a very good level. So that's really from my side. All the very best to you guys. Work hard, best of luck, and that's all from my side. Yup, Lakshan, over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Siddharth. That was very informative. Yeah, guys, since Siddharth said competitive programming is very important, we have opened recruitments for a club, so which will be going live from now. So if you guys want to participate in the weekly coding contests or like learn DSA and stuff, so, uh, join our club. And the primary motto of a club will be like having fun and then also increasing our skills. So I'd like to ask Denisha to give the vote of thanks.
So, Sona, I guess, asked one question in the comment section that how you can prepare for the quant developer role. You should be little bit good at the develop C++. I will tell you very honest. You should be good at Python or C++. And this role is very fascinating. I will tell you very honest. Basically, it's different from all other roles. And I got hired earlier as a market analyst, which is a normal trader at that company. But because they knew that I have having a good skills in coding and stuff, they asked me to switch to the quant trader role. So that's what I was telling you guys. It's destiny, it's luck, and you will be reaching that point. You will be reaching that target point. Just don't need to worry about that point. And yes, everything will be all right at the end. Yeah, as you can apply for non-technical roles, but they will be preferring the guys who are from the same branch because I guess for the core companies, they will be setting the criteria only the companies or only the people from that core department can apply for that companies. But I guess uh, you guys can apply for that role as well if they're allowing the CA students as well. But most of the companies that are coming for core roles, they will be allowing only the core branches. And um just if you're applying for any of the SDE role, you should be good in DSA and stuff because that's really important. That's the only thing which they expect from any of the candidate who is applying for SDE role. And for core level or something like that, I guess it's more about your brand specific knowledge. Semiconductors, I guess one of my roommate was go from core and semiconductors related topics. I guess they used to talk a lot about that. And if you are in any of the core branches, before applying for any of the company, if you think that the company is really good, ask the seniors who are playing who got placed at that company. You can easily contact them and message on them on LinkedIn and ask them that what all the specific thing you guys prepared for that, and you will get a better fair idea that what all specific stuff you should prepare and you should think of in order to getting placed in that company. Python is there for machine learning. You can be learning machine learning and yeah, all the opportunities for opportunities for non-CS students are also good for software placements. Most of the companies will allow all the people for the software role even, but some of the companies will only allow CSC students to apply for the SDE role. But many of the companies will allow for all the like it will be open for all the branches. So that will not be the any of the restriction, I would say. ECM people, yeah, you guys can easily apply for the core companies. ECM and you guys can even apply for the HDP companies. But yes, many of the companies will only allow CS core students. Yeah, CS core. Yeah, there is a fair chance that companies prefer CS core. CS core students have the most edge, I would say. They will be getting allowed in all the companies. Most of the companies will allow CS core students because most of the companies won't allow. Um, specialization student, because if someone is from cyber security department and that company is not in required for someone who is have or have is from specialization, so they won't allow that branch. But most of the companies, like almost all of them, will allow CSC core students. VNest Pro is it's good. You have to be in general contact with them, and they are really good in providing funding and all. But I don't think that you need VNest to start your own startup. You just need a good idea. You just need a good peer group. You just need, I think that instead of joining Venus, you should search for platforms which are there in online, and you can just meet people with who are with having the similar idea as yours. Join, because I when I was in first year, I was in my company. I was having another person who was doing MBA and was co-founder with my with me in my company. So this is a level you can't get it from Venus or from VIT. So you should, if you want to start your own startup, you should work with people who are more superior than you at some specific level, which can add value to your startup. Venus in general is good. You can ask them. They also provide funding if they think that idea is really good. So triple E students, yeah, you guys can, like, I will be telling you really true that core branches guys are having little bit less companies as compared to the CSC guys. For triple E, placements are not that good. You have to be good at coding and all so that you can apply for all the software companies which are coming, because branches specific companies for core companies, for example, won't be coming that much, because you guys already know that trend for core placements are already in a declining phase. Even for IT, it's also in declining phase. So you should be at a good level so that you can be having a good chance in getting placed. Pro Code Forces is like the best platform. CodeChef is very good platform. At Coder you guys can use. These platforms are really good. Code Forces you can start. That site is so much good that you will start loving problem solving. Start doing the repetitively, like start doing the there are some extensions which you guys can download from Google Chrome. That is Code Forces calendar and all stuff. There you can be easily you will be getting updated with um, all the contests which are there in Code Forces, either in CodeChef, either in Lead Code and all. So you can give that contest regularly, because the only thing which will be helping you guys is contest, the time-based problem solving. That will change your mindset, because that's the only thing which you need while solving or preparing for any of the online assessment. So you can start off with the I will share you guys one website. Wait. Um, This is the website I was talking about. You guys can just check this in order to just not about the courses. You can even check the topics which are there in order to just and like streamline your whole journey for computer programming. Like these are the topics which you should know. These are the topics which you should know before starting any other topic. So the whole flow of the topic which is there in the this website, you can follow that same flow even if you're not joining the course. And then that's the like the best platform which I got to know when I was preparing for computer programming. Uh, Placements only specific for ML roles. See, any of the companies which is coming for software developers, they will be asking you guys DSA, data structures and algorithms. The only thing in which ML, full stack, app development will be giving you the differentiation is the only the project section in your resume. Nothing else. You should you have to go from one path. You have to take one road which can't avoid, that is DSA. If you're sitting for sub development, yeah, there are many companies. There are not many, I would say. Some companies which will come that are startups or something like that which will be having recruitments only solely based on the projects. So they will give you that for ML, this is the project which you have to make. You have to submit that, and then they will be directly shortlisting people on the basis of that projects which you have made. So there will be many companies which will be coming under that category as well. So if you want that, you only want to get placed under ML role or something like that, so there will be companies, but don't restrict yourself only to wait for those companies. Be good at DSA and be good at ML, so that whenever the best opportunity meets you, you just give your best shot and you get placed. And don't be choosy at any point of time. Apply for all the companies, and set for all the companies. uh, uh, just think only one thing before applying, that the role should be very important, because the role should only the key factor for deciding to apply for that company or not. Because you can easily get two to three offers, two minimum two offers in VIT, that you think that if you're getting low packages or something like that. So that's the case. I will suggest you guys, and yeah, that's all. Yep. Any other question, guys? Yeah, I will surely share the document with you guys. I will share it with the team, and these guys will share it with you. In that, you will be easily getting the idea about all the opportunities and all the hackathons which will be there in the second year as well, and you can just easily track it. And I will share the whole Telegram and the WhatsApp groups and the uh, YouTube channel as well, for which you should surely follow in order to be getting updated with all the opportunities which are there. Like that's the maximum number of opportunities you can be getting updated with during your whole initial years. Bro, campus internship during third years. Yes, the companies will be there for sure, but the internship, uh, I would say the whole internship thing in VIT is not that much good. During third year, companies are very less. Like the companies which will come for internship will be very less in numbers. So don't get demotivated, because if you just get demotivated in the third year that I'm not getting internship and all stuff, you will be lost in the whole thing. So just focus on one stuff, that the main objective is yours not to get internship. The main objective of yours when you're in third year is to get a good placement. So if even if you're not getting opportunity to set for any other internship, don't just get demotivated. Think it about that how you will get a good placements, because in VIT the culture about getting internship in third year is not very good, and they more promote getting an internship 6 months internship in fourth year, like that. Like the offer I got is 6 months intern plus FT. So 6 months intern. So 6 months intern is basically you will be doing the 6 months whole intern, and then you will be getting that full-time role. So it's more better, and VIT and promotes this thing more than getting internship during third years, because in third year very less companies will come for the internship. For internship, many companies will come in third year starting. In fifth semester, bro. Companies will come for the internship in the early fifth semester. In sixth semester also, some of the companies will come, but mostly of them will come in fifth semester. And it's like yeah, research roles, bro. It's I will share the whole document. In that document, I will share you, like I have written many of the IIT research level internships which they promote a lot. Many of my friends also got placed in IIT level research opportunities. Like many of the IITs will be releasing their internship opportunities during the second year and third years, during the um, internship season. During second year end and third year starting, most of the IITs will release the research opportunities. You can just apply that, do it from their portal, and you will be getting a fair chance to be doing the research roles in good IITs. Yeah, that's a very good thing for a resume. Yes, bro, AI, ML, all the branches will get equal opportunities, and it's more about that some of the companies which think that these branches won't be adding the value in their company, they just restrict that those branches, nothing else. Like most of the branches will get the chance to sit for all the companies. You can just contact them. I will give you my example that I was there in CodeChef. So I had our um, uh, faculty coordinator as Sri Devi for our club. So she is the advanced data science head. She's leading that department. So I had connections with her. So I directly did project under her, um, and then I had did the capstone also under her. So yeah, that's the only key advantage. That's the key advantage I got by having the connections. And even if you have a good connection with any of the faculty, don't have to think more about the caption and stuff, because now the caption is divided into two parts: caption A and caption B. Caption A you have to do in 7th semester. Caption B is to be done in 8th semester, either the caption, either the internship. So if you haven't got the internship, you have to do the caption stuff. So caption A is to be done by all the people. So it's more about the faculties connections you have. If you have a good connections, you don't have to work really hard in order to get a good number. If you got in order to get a good grades, but if you're not having that good connections, most of the people have to go here and there just to the faculty also makes you work very hard. So that's the case. Bro, it's cyber physical. Yeah, some of the companies won't allow the same thing for the this branch as well, because if they think that this branch won't be adding value to their company, so what's the need of that branch, right? So there is very less companies which will be doing this, so but most of the companies will allowing all the people to apply for all the companies. That's really not the case. You just have to be keeping your momentum. You just have to keeping your mindset to be prepared for all the rejections and all the things. You just don't need to be getting demotivated for all these rejections. You just have to prepare your best during this whole journey. Yep. Ah, yes, Takshin.
Yes, Denisha, can you take over?
Yeah, okay. Am I audible?
Yep, yep.
Right. Uh, Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the entire team, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Siddharth for taking the time to lead today's session. As the former president of the CodeChef VIT-Chennai Chapter, Siddharth has been an inspiring figure in our community, and today's event on placement was no exception. Your insights into the placement process and real-world experiences were incredibly valuable and gave us all a clear roadmap to follow. We truly appreciate the efforts you put into organizing this session and making it so engaging and informative. Thank you once again, Siddharth, for your continued support and for always giving back to the community. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. All the very best, guys. Give your best and yeah, enjoy a lot. It's not always about DSA and stuff. It's all about uh, the one thing which is making you, the whole journey will make you best in. It's more about problem solving and stuff. And if you're good in problem solving, the skill is required in most of the organization. And yeah, that's the only thing which you have to be good at. And all the very best. Give your best. Yep. Great, guys. I will be sharing the doc with the team and you guys can share it after the event. Yep. Okay, guys.
Yes.
Bye bye. Bye bye.